Hi there guys, welcome back. It's quarter-final time. Let's have a look at England versus Australia. Obviously I support England, so I'm very excited about this game. First of all, just have a little look in the corner there. I've got a code for the England Rugby store and Fanatics, Rugby Analyst 10. If you want 10% off any stash, use the affiliate links in the box below to get 10% off. I did ask for a discount. They gave me 5. I said it wasn't quite enough, so they've given me 10. So I think it's worthwhile both ways. If you ever want to use that link, get yourself 10% off. Lovely. So England versus Australia. It's quite a good matchup, I think. England will be confident. Australia are very capable. They're very capable of beating England. But I think England will believe they're good enough to win this. They've got a good record against Australia in the past. But let's see how it goes. Let's whack up my selection and a possible Australian selection. So first of all, in the scrum, I'm going Marler. He's strong. He's been in good form. Mako did need that game against France. So I'm going for Marler to get going in the scrum. The Australian scrum has actually looked really good, so I think it'd be wise to pick him anyway. Mako off the bench is a great impact. George obviously at hooker. Sinclair in at tight head is peaking, he's maturing, he's looking a real world-class tight head now actually. I'd go as far as saying that. So that'll be a really good matchup in the front rows. I think they'll be very closely matched scrummaging-wise in the loose. Possibly I'd give that to England. Second rows are Toje and Cruz. Now Toje is another forward who I think is peaking. He's as best as he's ever been, which is what they need. He's a nuisance player, has given away penalties in the past, but I think he's matured and he's got a good balance now. And along with Cruz, they're a well-established pairing. Cruz is the brains in the line-out. It's going to be another good tussle in the right line-out against Rodder and Arnold. So let's see who comes out on top there. I can't really call the set piece how it's going to go. It's certainly going to be a battle. At 6, I am taking Curry. I've been a bit sceptical about Curry at 6 because it's very new for him. Him jumping in the line-out was very new as well, but he's done great. And I've paired him up with Underhill because I think England need that speed in this game for sure. I might have gone Wilson in a different game, but against Pocock and Hooper, you've got to fight fire with fire. That's England's quickest back row. 2 youngsters against 2 experienced back rows. They're going to have their work cut out, but they are good enough. And we do hope that Billy Vunipola's ankle is okay. If not, it's going to have to be Wilson. But certainly we need his physicality, his ball carrying. He hasn't been the best in this World Cup, but now is the time for him to step up. Youngs needs to control the game. He's been okay, but basically he just needs to do the nuts and bolts and use the weapons around him, to be effective. Now, in the midfield, I've gone with Ford, Farrell, Tuolangi. Now, I did say I wanted to see Tuolangi 12 and Joseph or Slade at 13, but again, we needed that France game for that to happen. So I think the best combo, tried and tested, is Ford, Farrell, Tuolangi. You are giving away a bit of pace. Farrell isn't the quickest. He's probably not the best 12. He's a better 10, but I think it's the way to go. I've got Joseph on the bench, so I could bring him on if needed. Back 3 is May, Watson and Daly at fullback. Very close to starting Noel, but he needed that game against France, which he didn't get. Thokanasiga does have a few weaknesses in his game still, so I'm not picking him yet. So Noel's on the bench covering for those. Then Luke Cowan-Dickie, Mako and Cole on the bench. Courtney Lords is your big hitting second row replacement, and Wilson is that flexible back row replacement. Hines on the bench covering Youngs as the Mark II of Youngs. Joseph instead of Slade for me, even though I think they'll probably pick Slade, and then Noel leaving it out. So big plus for England is they've got all their best players lined up. They're fresh after 2 weeks build-up. I don't think that France match was going to be massively intense, so I don't think they missed out in that respect. But, they should be ready to go. So quickly, the lightly Australian team. Sio, Latu and Kepu in the front row. Very strong, good ball carrying, been very good in the scrum. Traditionally, Australian scrum's been seen as a weakness. I don't think it is in this World Cup. Ronald and Arnold are really established class second row pairing. How do they go against Itoje and Cruz? Well, I think Itoje is the best out of all of them, but it's a very strong front five for Australia. It gives them a great platform to play off, and play is what they do so well. Pocock and Hooper we know all about. Pocock is still one of the best over the ball. Hooper will pop up everywhere. He'll be in the referee's ear. Whether that'll help or not, I don't know. Nazarani topping off the back row there at number 8. Maybe not the best back row in the competition, but a strong carrier nonetheless. White and Leale'ifano might not be the strongest pairing as well. They might try and get a Leale'ifano. He's probably the best of the bunch, but I'm not sure, compared to other 10s in the competition, he is the best. Where I think they do have class though, Karevi at 12, Koroibete on the wing, and if they can get Beale on the pitch, if he's okay after his head injury, that's their game change. Those are 3 game changers for me right there. If they can get good ball to those guys, England could be in trouble. O'Connor could be a strength or a weakness at the same time. I think they will target him in defence. Tuolangi running at him for sure. If he gets space, he can be dangerous, or he can be a bit of a liability, so that's a tricky one. Luckily for them, Hodge is back from his ban, brings balance, size, big boot, and like I said, Beale at 15, if not Haylett-Petty, and Haylett-Petty is not quite as good. So in summary, if England can shackle Australia's attack, I think they'll be okay. They'll definitely play their kick-chase game, so if that goes well, again, I think they'll be there. I think they've got a little bit more in the locker than Australia, a few more weapons, but Australia scare me. If they get their attack going and start cutting England apart, they could rack up points very quickly with Karevi and Koroibete. Okay, anyway, guys, I think England are favourites, but I'm going to be worried. I'm going to be a nervous wreck watching this game. Let me know what you guys think, and until then, I will see you later.